December 2022. My name is Barda, and this is being done live. Let's get right on into it. As I get going, I'm not sure if this is going to be for one group or if it's just going to be for several groups. And what I mean by that is there's thousands and thousands of Scorpios. So let's get right on into it. That card keeps, pull a couple cards here. And for those of you that are viewing this right now, just to let you know, this is originally being done for Patreon early. And what I mean by that is this will be released on social networks such as YouTube and Facebook on the 1st of December. And on Patreon, they are getting this actually at the end of October. Okay, so if you guys are interested in getting any of my readings earlier, November's, all of October's, November's, and now December's, and I'm going to get January's and 2023's, and I'm going to keep going. Patreon people will get them first. All other social networks will get them on the 1st of every month. Okay, so YouTube, you will receive them publicly on the 1st, and Facebook will receive them on the 1st of the month. So if you guys are interested in getting them earlier, the link is at the bottom, okay? Bottom in the description box. Okay. I don't know if any more cards are going to come out. It's a good card. I like it, and I'm going to pull some tarot cards on it. Any more cards for Scorpio? It says switch. We're going to switch. Okay. I'll take it. This card flew out. Okay. Card I got is compassion and forgiveness. All right. Now I feel like I need to pull a couple more. Where should I go? Now, I'm an intuitive tarot reader, so, and I do use oracle cards, and I usually go to oracle cards as for a base. Sometimes I just go with tarot cards, but I go where I feel. And I will be following up with tarot cards. It does feel correct to me. Oh, this is nice. I like it. Okay. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I like it. Okay. For December. See, I'm a Scorpio too, so I like this. I do. I like this. It's about time because you know what, Scorpios? You guys have had a long, hard road. It has been a very long, long, hard road. But you know what? It looks like you're coming to the end of that hard road. Okay, so we've got the card compassion. And we've got forgiveness. We've got never-ending story. We've got treasure island. We've got message in the bottle. And here and now. Okay. Immediately when I see this, I see that now, like I said, Scorpios have literally taken, and this group of Scorpio, and this is just universal. This is going to be, I think this is going to be one group, and I might be able to pull different messages for different groups, but what that's going to pinpoint different Scorpios. But what I'm feeling from this is there is compassion. And do you see how he's sitting there and he's got his hands right over top of the world, or she's got her hands all over top of the world right there. She's just really just feeling. Okay, this is about Scorpio being back in touch, really being back in tune with just the surroundings, being intuitive, just being able to be compassionate, just feeling. Okay, and I'm not saying the Scorpios are not feeling, but it's either with when Scorpio's world is imbalanced, then it's over the top. Okay, it's either completely shutting down or it's just emotions over the top. Okay. With this one right here, it's balance. Do you see this? Do you see the light and the dark? Okay, and Scorpio is the death card, right? So there's a balance between the black and the white. The dark and the light. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, this is definitely for Scorpios that are coming out of a very dark past. All right, it's no longer about Scorpio just seeing life in black and white. right? Because there's actually before, Scorpios wouldn't see, like, there's the gray where you just kind of see the balance. It's kind of seeing it evenly. This is about the group of Scorpio who have now released some part of their past. See the forgiveness? They're releasing. Who, for you, Scorpio, who did you have to forgive? Did you have to forgive yourself? Did you have to forgive somebody else, even if they didn't? For some Scorpios, sometimes it's a hard one there because you don't really, it's not necessarily, even if the person didn't deserve it, or people, whoever it was, or the situation. Sometimes just forgiveness to, forgive me for not releasing this. I forgive myself for living in the past for so long. Whatever it is that you need to forgive yourself for, even if somebody else wronged you, you don't, I can't tell you how to, this is about Scorpio coming out of a very, very, very dark past. And I mean a dark past, one that has oppressed them and held them down. But there is balance. Back in October, during Libra season, Scorpio was working very hard on balance. And that's what this card is, compassion. So compassion, being that true compassionate self that you are, being in tune with nature, with above and around the world, okay? Above and around. You are now back in balance. You are still balancing. There may be little steps backwards, but it's not, you're well aware of what's going on. And so being human, you are going to have little steps back, so you'll be able to catch it, right? That's this. Oh man, this has, I feel this one. I do. This is a good one. I love it. But this is actually, and this card right here, forgiveness, it's not just about forgiveness. Do you see how it's about restoring faith. This is about Scorpios who have now got faith restored, maybe with themselves and other people, because there was trust issues. And granted, they were probably very, those trust issues, there's reasons for them. But now they're having faith. Something or someone has walked into Scorpio's life, come into their life, and now Scorpio has faith. That's what I'm seeing. Releasing the past. Being back in balance. And see, Scorpios are very intuitive. It's not just about intuition. They are in touch. Usually they're in touch. They just know. Nice. Okay. The cards down here, I'm going to pull some cards up here, but let's go ahead and go over this real quick. This kind of gives me a timeline. It tells me about the past and it leads up to the future. Okay. What was the past? Never-ending story. Just never ends. And see the heart in a bubble. Okay. So in the past, Scorpio had taken and literally put themselves in a bubble, their heart in a bubble, had to protect themselves because something was never ending. Never ending. And you see the mirror? They no longer wanted to they never wanted to sit there and self-examine. Why? Because, and it's not just about self-examining sometimes, because, they couldn't, there was so much going on. It looks like, do you see how she's sitting here with and her wings are drooped? She's just defeated. It never stops. The battle is just, and this has to do with within family as well. Whatever it was, it really took this group of Scorpio down. Do you see the mirror right there? It's not necessarily about self-evaluation. They probably didn't have time to do that. Do you see that heart, the whole, whatever it was, they protected themselves. Whether it was physically, spiritually, emotionally, they had to protect themselves. And with that mirror sitting there, they didn't even have, sometimes whatever this was, it almost feels for some, it was all of the above. And they probably didn't even have time for self-care of themselves, mentally, spiritually, or physical. Yep. In the past, this group of Scorpio felt beaten and battered. And this could have been years. It could have gone on for years, or it could have been years in the past. But these memories, for some, it's memories. Yep. Some Scorpios, it was traumatic events. Other Scorpios, it could have been relationships. Yep, yep, yep. It's my goodness. Yep. This was storm after storm after storm after storm that never, it was never ending, just never stopped. So they just, let's see, let me look at this. Isn't that heart in the case? It says yes, no, maybe. So this is about a group of Scorpio who've had their heart yanked around, turned upside down, and probably torn apart and stomped. That's what it looks like. Promise after promise. Empty promises. Okay, so this is just pain and torment. That's what it feels like in the past. So that was Scorpios in the past. Then what happened? It shows up as being Treasure Island. Scorpios are very strong and resilient. I mean, that is no doubt. They're one of the strongest signs, but they're one of the most compassionate signs too. Obviously, compassion, right? For Scorpios, this group of Scorpio, to be able to maintain the compassion after all that they have endured, they're open, and they have now. Do you see Treasure Island? Do you see the hearts? There's hearts everywhere. Okay, so they're still being compassionate. They're still giving. This group of Scorpio is still very giving of themselves. And with this right here, this treasure chest with the hearts coming out, they still have plenty of love to give. And it's on top of a turtle that is moving away. This turtle is moving away from this past. And it's not dark, stormy. Mm-mm. Then next we have the message in the bottle. I'm listening is what it is. Sometimes I get a little quieter. I'm listening because I hear I hear different stuff, and as I get it, I'll tell you. And then I'm going to throw some other cards to it. And then we have the message in a bottle. The curious thing about this is the stork that's sitting here has a blindfold on. So for this group of Scorpio, something or someone took and walked into your life and you were not looking for it. Something or someone walked into your life and now it changed your viewpoint to where Scorpio is now here and now, no longer living in this past. There is, something or someone. There's something has changed this group of Scorpio, because no, actually it's not someone or something has changed them. Scorpio changed themselves because now they have, because of this message that came in, which I feel this message came in intuitively. All right, I'm going to pull some more cards on it, but this feels correct. A message came in on the turtle. All right, there's a little turtle inside this bottle, this message that there was great love coming. And there's many hearts around here. Family, friends, lovers, opening their life back, open themselves back up for passion of life. This could have been recent. This could have been years, several years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, however long ago it was. Something or someone or an event happened to where Scorpio opened themselves back up. They were not all bottled up inside. See this right here? This is how they were, but then they became bottled, and then the message came, right? It's kind of like they don't live in that past anymore, and now they're living in the here and now. And do you see this card right here? Do you see how she's kind of still drooped? You see how the fairy's wings are drooped, and she's looking at the past, and then she's looking at the future? Okay, the message is, I think this is more of a moment. I think this is more of a moment that's going to happen in December. I don't think it's more of a way you're living, still in your head, because I think a lot of this is still in the head. What does Scorpio need to let go? Who does Scorpio need to let go? Who does Scorpio need to forgive? Do you see the look on this person's face? The message here, it's within Scorpio's hands to change their whole world, to take the darkness away from themselves just by a simple opening up and a change in frame of mind. And I think for me, it feels to me right here that this is something that is more that you've already done as a Scorpio. This is something you've already done. You've been working on it. I think this is a moment in December where it's going to throw you back for a hot minute to where you're going to feel like this. And it's because it seems like it goes boom, 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 boom. I mean, it just happens so fast. Let's see what it is, because I just don't feel like that's how you're sitting. I really don't feel like that's how your whole December's going. I don't feel that how you are, because it seems like you're compassionate, but this is just doesn't feel, I mean, it doesn't feel right. And what I mean by that is it doesn't feel like that's what your whole December's about. Not at all. Not at all. I think this is a moment. I think this is a moment. And I think there's going to be, there's going to be moments from time to time where you feel like, the past. There may be something that comes up and you just figure it out and you move on from there, right? That's what it feels like. This is kind of one of those. Okay, can you tell me about compassion? Okay, number one, do me a favor. Let's just go ahead and roll this all together first. Let's get some cards, and please tell me why Scorpio, and I feel this is I feel a moment. I knew it. Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, my Lord, Scorpio. Yes, this is a reaction because of you had nothing left but that in the past. But what you have now in your life is not that. So it is a reaction because that is what you're used to. Let me explain. I just wanted an overall feel. So I pulled several cards. The first one, I asked why these cards were showing up. And it didn't feel right because, I don't feel the overall feel for December is not bad. It's actually good. But why would it make you feel like, oh my God, it's back in, oh no, I just can't. Why? Because there's even this anxiety card. What's going to give it? Why would it give you anxiety? It's something good. I'm going to tell you right now, but you're not used to it. A new beginning. And it's going to require this group of Scorpio to take a leap of faith. That's why. And it's going to take this group of Scorpio trust. You must trust. And trust is a big one for this group of Scorpio because in the past, it had not gone well at all. Every time they had trust, if you look at her heart in here, you can't really see the words on it, but it says yes, no, maybe. The heart had been yanked around. There had been falsities, everything, false promises, pipe dreams, whatever it doesn't, family, friends, lovers, doesn't matter who it came from. It ended up being crap. And I'm not saying every family, friend, lover. I'm just saying there was just bad experiences to where their trust was next to none. This is for the group of Scorpio, and Scorpios are really good at, gathering whether or not they can trust people or not. But this is going to cause an anxiety moment because it's going to be, it's a reaction. So Scorpio, this is your heads up. This is not like the past, but it's going to give you that past feeling and it's going to throw you into that. So you need to release whatever it is that's holding you back from this. Feel it. Realize it and let it go. Because even in your mind of minds, you know that this time, whatever this is about, whether it's business deals, friendship, relationship, life itself, it's a change. And this group of Scorpio is not used, they don't like change. A lot of Scorpios don't like change. This time you need to grasp it. Don't sit on the fence about it. Don't get all anxietous about it. For some of you, it has to do with the partnership, whether it's business, friendship, lovers, family. All right? This is a leap of faith. Scorpio is being asked to take a leap of faith, and it is going to take a, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this is a never ending story. Oh my God, this is going to happen again. I can't, oh my God. It's going to, you've got to have a leap of faith. That's what this is about. There is forgiveness, yes, but do you see faith? You must have faith. You must regather yourself and you must have faith, right? And it's going to give you the, oh my God, I've lost so much. I got to hang on to what's mine. The Four of Pentacles. This is how you're going to be feeling. All right. It's, and for some of you, I see it coming in two different areas for some reason. Holding on to people, possessions. It's like you're just trying, you know, you're just like, oh my God, I'm going to lose it again. I'm going to lose again. It's going to cause one of those moments. But really, you're not losing. It's just a reaction. So catch yourself when you do this, because there's a message coming in. The Page of Pentacles. This could be about money, but it's good news. It could be about earthly matters. But this could be a reaction to deep-seated issues in the past. This is how you're going to react. No. But see, the end result here is the Three of Cups celebration. This is actually going to give you celebration. There's going to be many people around you for this. Friends, family, lovers, if you have one, people you love. There's a celebration. It's a cause for celebration, but it's going to be one of those take your breath away, because you have to trust. I'm telling you right now, and you have to take a leap of faith. Take the leap of faith. It's okay this time. Yep. Yep. That's what this is. Oh no, I'm going to lose so much. I mean, it's going to throw you back into that pattern. It's like an instant reaction, because that's how you had to be. You had to be that way. Not stingy. I'm not talking about it's being stingy. That's not what it is. It's an instant reaction because you lost so much, whether it was materialism or it had to be of yourself in the past. But this time, that's not what this is. Has nothing to do with that at all. It's actually the opposite. You're gaining. You're gaining so much, but this is for the group of Scorpio. You're used for everything being taken away and nothing ever coming out to benefit you. And I'm not saying, oh, to benefit you, but no, it actually, you end up with the shit end of the stick every single time. We're talking to the bottom of the freaking sewer. Not this time. You are not going to be drugged through the sewer this time. And usually it would be the heart. Good news in earthly matters for some of you. For some of you, it will be all of this. But you will be celebrating. This is celebration. You will be celebrating. You'll be happy. This will be reunions. People coming back together for some. Some of you, this will have families together. Some of you, this has to do with happiness. Others, it has to do with weddings. Others, it has to do with engagements, parties, graduations, baby showers, happy times. But you're going to have good news. Good news is coming. Solid beginnings. This is a solid beginning. And see, here's the thing. If you're a Scorpio who's never had a solid beginning, this is your solid beginning. That's why you're going to try to react this way. Never ending story. That's why you're going to go back into that mode. Okay, it's your responsibility to catch yourself. Then sit yourself down and say, okay, Scorpio, what's the facts here? The people, the places I'm around, is it like the past? Has it proven to be like the past? Okay, is everything good? Everything been good? Yeah. Is it the best? If you can say yes to all those, yeah, it's the best I've ever had it. It's wonderful. I don't want to be anywhere else. Then catch yourself. Now, if you're one where you say, oh no, I need to get out of here, then go. Then this reading won't apply. Okay? Yep. This message here also is about being open-minded. You're going to have to take this as open-minded because this is going to surprise you, Scorpio, and not much can surprise you. This is a happy surprise, but because it surprises you and because you have to trust and take a leap of faith, it's going to throw you back for a hot minute. Catch yourself. Catch yourself. Right over top of Never Ending Story and Treasure Island, we've got victory. Overcoming obstacles. You catch yourself, it is going to change your world. Your world is going to be changing fast. Right? Next, you have the Page of Swords. Usually, I could take and read this so many different ways. Okay, but this one here, this is communicators. I mean, it just this one here represents communicators. There's so many different meanings in here, but I don't feel it's like spying or anything like that. Now, if you're a Scorpio, don't get into your spying thing because that is a Scorpio thing. It's like your spidey senses kick in and you don't even realize what you're doing sometimes. You've got to catch yourself. And if that's what you're used to, you know, you're going to have to catch yourself. Especially if you're in the anxiety, you just know something's going on. Okay, so it might be one of those things where you feel something's coming and you're just like, oh my God, something's up. I can feel it. Oh my God, here we go again, the past. Okay, no, this is going to cause celebration. What is this about? The Hierophant. It could be about traditional institution, traditional values, something family, you know, something traditional. It could also be about commitment, marriage. You may gain knowledge about something if it has to do with earthly matters. It has to do with about your beliefs. All right, this is the here and now. Some of you, it does have to do with marriage. Why? Because we also have the Knight of Cups, which is a proposition. If this is not about marriage, then you're going to have a proposition. Something's going to be offered to you. And at first you're going to be like, you're not going to believe it. And you're going to have to be like, I've got to take a leap of faith. Oh, I can't take a leap of faith. Oh my God, it's going to happen again. Oh my God, I'm going to lose everything. Oh my God. Don't do that. Because this time, here and now, remind yourself you need to stay in the here and now. Do not let your head zip to the past where it's never ending story back in where you cage your heart in a bubble or you put yourself in a heart in a bubble when there's no reason for it. Okay. This is a good-hearted proposition. This is not for the Scorpio who have detrimental things going on. This is for the ones that could be romantic proposals, offers, invitations. Follow your heart in this, okay? Not your past reactions. This is a different reading, but that is the message. Follow your heart in this, not your past reactions. Usually I'd say follow your head. Well, follow your head and your heart, but follow your heart. Your heart will know. Because whatever this is entails your heart. Okay, Scorpio, that's as far as I feel like taking this. I know this is going to get hit home with quite a few Scorpio. I hope you guys have a great December because, like I said, this is temporary. This is just a hot minute. Take that leap of faith. Talk to you guys later. Bye.